Hi, you guys. Welcome to my Zodiac series. I said I was going to go through all 12 signs, so bear with me and I'll give the same intro. I'm no expert at all things astrology, but I know a little bit about it. So I'm going to just do a couple of characteristics from a sign, and then I'm going to ask you if you know which sign that is. So here goes. All right. You want some? Oh shoot. You want some? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. I don't want to share. Here, you can have some. You can have some. Oh, please don't. Can you stop touching my stuff? Don't touch my stuff. This is mine. Love my blanket. Girl. Now be patient. You know, it's a little waiting is not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you. You can wait. You can wait. You don't have to stop acting like that. You can wait. You can wait. Your ugly self. You so ugly, big head self. Uh-uh. You always do that. You always saying something crazy. You always saying something like that. Girl, guess what I did? I took a ride over by his house. Went in his mailbox, girl. I know. It's crazy. Because he was kept on going to the mailbox when I was over there and getting all these kind of letters, and then he would smile at the letter, and I'm like, I'm gonna see what that is. So I went in his mailbox, girl. Yes, yes, girl. Why don't you just leave? I'm not about to leave him, girl. I love him. We'll work it out. We'll see what happens. Girl, I got this one deal at this one restaurant. Girl, y'all want to go? Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go? Yes, we can go to this one restaurant. It's a new restaurant. It just opened up. They said that it's like one of the top restaurants in Thailand, and they just brought it here. And I found out about it. Yes. You want to go? All right, I'm done acting. So, if you guessed Taurus, you are right. Okay. So, let me turn my camera over here a little bit. So, Tauruses are a fixed earth sign. They are ruled by Venus. Venus is a sign of beauty. It's a sign of personal finances. It's a sign of opulence. And Tauruses love everything opulent. They know where the best things are. They know the best places to go, the best places to stay on on a vacation. They know the best food to eat, the best restaurants to go to. They have the best fashions. So wait, let me hold on 1 second. Hold. That food was a little dry. Okay, so they know the best places to go. They know the best places to eat especially on vacations. If you want to know where to go, where to stay, all of that, ask a tourist. They know. If you want to know the best places, what ratings restaurants got, ask a tourist because they know. I'm just saying. Now, as far as their style, they have a very neat and classic style, but they love opulence. So just know that it's going to be some name brands in there. They're going to, even though it looks very conservative, It may be a St. John suit, a Chanel handbag, but it may not have all the C's on it. But best believe that it's something that's going to cost something, because they rule the second house. The second house is your house of personal possessions, material, and things that bring you security. So you notice that I brought out the blanket. They love everything soft. They like soft things. They like anything that brings them any kind of security. So, I'm going to talk about them at work. So at work, Tauruses have this way of, because they're very patient, they're very calm, they're very steadfast, they have a way of looking like they're not getting work done. But somehow, some way, they come out with this bomb work. And you're like, when did you do it? Because they never look like they're busy. They never look like they're flustered. Like a Virgo is going to look physically flustered when their boat is being rocked. But a Taurus, they can get stuff done. Even when their boat is rocked, they get it done. That's because they're obligated and they're obligated to get work done, and they're very reliable. So they're always going to come through for you. Let me just say this. I love a Taurus. I love Tauruses. So at work, that's how they work. And sometimes they tend to be workaholics because they don't want to let the other person down. And they're very reliable. And I said they rule the second house in material possession. So there was like this movie or something. I think it was like Finding Nemo or something. I don't remember. But the character kept on saying, mine, 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 mine. You can just imagine that character was a Taurus. Because Tauruses, that's all it is, oh, that's mine. That's mine. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. They don't like you touching their stuff. They don't like you. They just don't. And then, like, when they have food, they don't want to give you any, but they will because they're generous. But they hate when you ask. Then they feel obligated to just give it to you. But they don't like when you ask for their food. They don't like when you ask for their stuff. They don't like giving their stuff away. They don't like sharing their food, especially. And they love to eat. They will eat all day. And they the ones that get, I think the phrase hangry was coined because of a Taurus. Because they get mad when they angry. I said get mad when they're angry. They get mad when they're hungry. And they get very angry. And you're like, what just happened? Feed them. And that's another thing too. You can apologize. The way you apologize to a Taurus, if you've done something to a Taurus, take them out to eat. Apologize through a meal. Do that. They will love you. You can apologize to a Taurus with food. They're very calm, very patient, very loving. Now in love, they are very romantic. They romanticize love. Again, they're ruled by Venus. And so they like everything to be romantic. And hold on. I ate too much. They like everything to be romanticized. That's their thing. They fantasize romance and they love it. So when I said that, Tauruses probably are going to be your phone checkers. Those are the people that's going to check your phone because they have the intensity in love. They have that same intensity that a Scorpio will have. Now, those two are opposite signs, but they are the opposite polarities of the same coin. So they just different sides of the same coin. So the same type of intensity, that kind of crazy love that a Scorpio has, a Taurus also has it. But they just react in a different way. Like Chris Brown. Chris Brown is a Taurus. You can tell he's Taurus because when he's yelling out, Karuchi! And all that kind of crazy stuff in songs. She done been gone. She done broke up with the man. They're not together, but he's still yelling her name out in songs. They don't like to, once they break up, it's not just over for them. They still are passionate and intense and still love you. Okay, there was something I was going to say about Scorpio and Taurus getting to they're the same They're different sides to the same coin. Now, Scorpios, a lot of people think that they're super intense because they're going to make sure they get down to the make sure they get down to the root of things. They analyze people and they're very intuitive, and they're 9 times out of 10 they're right about people. They're those types of people that scare other people, especially if the other person ain't right, because they're gonna figure out that you just not right. And they can be very pessimistic. Okay, so just keep that thought. Tauruses are the same way, except for Tauruses don't just think it and feel it. Tauruses rule the throat and the vocal cords, so they're going to say it. Virgo, Tauruses are going to say what is on their mind. So that thing that you were trying to hide, that little wound that you were trying to hide, a Taurus is going to find that wound, and they're going to stick the nail in it, and they're going to twist, and they're going to figure it out. So say I have this friend that's a Taurus, right? And I have an issue with being patient. So what does she do? She figured out that I have a problem with being patient. And I never told her that. She just noticed it. She knows it. And so she will purposely move slow and take her time. And I'm like, oh, you get on my nerves. And she'd be like, now stop acting crazy now. In her calm and patient Taurus voice, because they calm and patient. And so she'd be like, now stop acting crazy. Now you just acting crazy. You act like if you wait another 2 minutes, you gonna die. Are you dead? Are you dead? And it's like, they have a way of pushing you and making you think about your flaws. They find them flaws, and they will go ahead and stick a screwdriver in there and twist. Or say, for instance, somebody head is big or something, and they don't like it. They're insecure about it. A Taurus is going to poke and poke, and they say, "What your big head self? With your little ugly self. Come over here with your little big head self, with your little ugly self." Tauruses will do that. That's a Taurus. And they poke and poke at people. And they get people in areas where people were already feeling wounded. And they find that area and they poke at it. That's what a Taurus does. That's why people don't like Tauruses. People don't like when they come around. They be like, I don't know. I just don't like. Because that's what Tauruses do. They find that thing that you already insecure about, or that that's already a flaw, and they poke at it. That's what they do. And they have fun doing it. They don't mean no harm, because it's fun for them. They just, they laughing about the whole situation. And you like, yeah, that kind of hurt my feelings though. Like, why are you doing that? So that is one thing that they do that people do not like. I said they rule the vocal cords, so they're always saying something out of line most of the time. So that's Tauruses. They fall in love at the drop of a dime. They're ruled by Venus, and Libra is also ruled by Venus, but I'm gonna get to Libra, because they on a whole different level of falling in love with every single thing. But Tauruses are like that too. They fall in love easy. And because they're patient and steadfast, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The rock part, yeah, that's Tauruses. He's a Taurus. But that part makes Tauruses, once they fall in love, they stay in situations well past the expiration date. Everybody on the outside can see that relationship has expired. It's over. It's done. But the Taurus will still try to hold on to it because they're so steadfast, and they're like a rock. They are stubborn, and their endurance is on another level. They can endure a lot of pain. And it's like everybody else is like, oh, girl, just leave. Or, why are you sticking with her? She don't love you. She does not respect you. But the Taurus will just stay because they're trying to give it a chance to work itself out. I don't know. They stay in things way past its expiration date. What else do I want to say about Taurus? They, when I say that they're stubborn, another thing too, they don't like change. So it's very difficult for you to get them to like move, like a let's just say a Sagittarius or something. A Sagittarius will just jump up, switch jobs, move to another state, move to another country. A Taurus is not going to do that. They're going to stay. They don't like change. They don't. Now, you do have some that will embrace change, but typically, if they are embracing change like that, they have a Sagittarius rising. So Sagittarius is the rising sign, or they have Sagittarius midheaven, that's in their 10th house, on that 9th, 10th house cusp. Or they might have a Sagittarius in their 7th house. And so they get with a partner that that leads them to different adventures, and they move around or something like that. But typically, yeah, they have to have some kind of mutable energy as they're rising or their 10th or in their 7th in order for them to embrace change. So when I say mutable, Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, they that's when they'll start, a little bit. But if it's a Leo rising, Aries, no, they're gonna stay exactly where they are. Even when things are not good, they're still gonna stay. That's the Taurus. And now they call Tauruses lazy. Now they're not lazy on their job type of lazy. They're lazy as far as like exercise and wanting to move around. They just want to stay in the house and wrap up with stuff that's soft. They love soft things. If you look at a Taurus's room or living room, they're going to have a lot of these throw blankets and pillows and fluffy stuff and things with unique feels to it because they like soft things. They were probably those kids that you can get them a stuffed animal and then they just have a whole bunch of stuffed animals on their bed because this boyfriend got this for me and I'm just keeping it because it's so soft. That's Taurus. Yeah, that's Taurus. But I was saying that they are lazy as far as exercise. They don't want to do nothing. They will do it. They will exercise if there's a benefit. So if you say, if you go up this mountain, at the end, you're gonna win a trip to with 5-star accommodations at this 5-star hotel, and you eat at this 5-star restaurant. Oh, then they're gonna move. Then they're gonna do something, but it's got to be a benefit in it. It's got to be something that is tied to some type of opulence or some good food. They will move and compete and all that for good food, but they don't like competitive sports. They don't like to exercise. They're a little bit on the lazy side unless there's something tied to it for them. Let me see. I had wrote some stuff down, but I don't know if I got everything done. Yeah, I think that's it. I did say that they're an earth sign, so they do need to stay. All earth signs do need to, at some point in time, remain grounded because we can, if we are, we get to the point where we get anxious or workloads become heavy, that's going to be very difficult for us. So we do want to make sure that we ground our energy. There's ways to do it. You can read it. You can look on YouTube. The way I do is I usually wear grounding jewelry. I make sure that I have it energized and put my intentions on it. I use stones, different stones. The black stones are good grounding energy. Hematite, pyrite are good grounding stones. Some people go out and they put their feet in the soil to ground their energy. So that is one thing that you want to make sure that you're doing, especially if you're an earth sign. Earth signs love nature. Resetting your your alignment and your energy by taking walks. Taurus, I'm like taking a walk, like lazy. But anyway, taking a walk out in nature, those kinds of things will help with your energy, and it will help you recenter yourself. So that is all that I have about Taurus. Oh, did I say about... If I forgot something, because I'm not going to make this too long, we're already at 20 minutes. So if I forgot something, make sure that you put in comment below. I'm getting ready to post, and I'm going to stop this video because it will go on too long. I absolutely love Tauruses outside of Virgo, which I am. Tauruses is my second favorite sign. So with that being said, I am done. I'm going to end this video right now because it's too long. If there's anything that I missed, comments below. Bye for now.